Hi everyone, my name's Ben. I am the CEO over at Known. I want to show you my Known space. Johannes asked me to give you a bit of a walkthrough, seeing as we're going to be one of the apps that's going to be available on the Indie Box. So this is my Known space. I've had this for about a year now, and everything that I've posted onto the web, that includes the social web through to places like Twitter and Facebook, have shown up here first. So let me sign in and I'll show you what that means. So let me just log in here. And this is accessible, by the way, through any web browser. So it works equally well in the web browser that you see here as it does in the web browser on your phone, whether you're using Android or iOS or Windows Phone or something else, Firefox OS. It'll look very good on all of those, and you'll be able to use the full capabilities of your device. Works great on tablets too. Let's say I want to post a status update. I want to let people know what I'm doing. So I click on status update and I will say I'm demoing Known. And what I can do is I can just post it to my feed that's just on my site, or I can actually choose to syndicate it to Twitter or Facebook as well. I'm going to just post it to Twitter today. I hit save, and it posts to my site, and you'll see it's on its own page. It'll also show up in my feed. Let me just show you my full feed here. So you'll see this. I've got lots of different kinds of content. The latest is that status update that I just posted. You'll see I checked into a place. I took a photo, took several photos. In fact, I've got lots of status updates. But let's take a look at the status update that I just made. So I'm going to click in back to its own page, and you'll see it's got a syndicated little link here. It's also on Twitter, so let's click through there. And there's the version on Twitter. Now, what's cool about this syndication is not just that you can reach the people who you're already friends with on those networks, but actually that you can, the conversation that happens there will get pulled back in. So let me pull over to, here's a photo I posted the other day. And this is a photo of me as a child with a couple of my childhood friends. And you'll see that actually there's some comments underneath from some of the people involved in the photo. One of them saying, wow, that would be over 25 years ago. And actually that comment showed up on Facebook. That's a Facebook comment that's been pulled in. And in fact, most of these comments are from Facebook. The photo actually not only exists on Facebook, but actually exists on Flickr as well. I chose to syndicate to both places. So here's the Facebook version, and here's the Flickr version. In both cases, the content gets pulled through. You'll see that I hashtagged it on my own stream, and those have shown up as tags here in Flickr. It knows about all the capabilities of the different networks, and it's used them accordingly. So that's a photo that I posted. Here are some check-ins I've made. You can see my trail of where I've been. I've been to South Park in San Francisco, the American Grilled Cheese Kitchen, Kazaa, Pizzetta, various places around San Francisco. And then I was down at the Internet Identity Workshop further down the peninsula as well. So, I get to choose to store all of that content on my own site. And if I like, I can syndicate it to Foursquare. So here I click through. That check-in was actually on Foursquare as well. So that's great. I can post, I can syndicate out to the world, which means that I can own all of my content, but I can still send it to my audience wherever they might be. But I can do more than that as well. So here's my friend Aaron, and he's saying that he's just set up a weekly indie web newsletter. Oh, that's fantastic. I think that's a great idea. I want to keep up to date with what's happening in the indie web world. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reply to him. Now this is, it looks like a browser plugin. It's actually not a browser plugin. It's just using a Firefox feature called the Firefox Social API. If you're not on Firefox, that's totally fine too. The web is the web, and exactly the same functionality here can work through a bookmarklet as well. So I'm just going to respond to Aaron and say, that's awesome. I'm going to subscribe shortly. Now, because I'm replying to his site, I'm not going to choose to syndicate it to Twitter or Facebook this time. I'm just going to hit save. And what's cool is that not only does it show up on my site, but it shows up on his immediately. So his site, I've made the comment, it actually exists. Let me click through here so you can see it. There's always a link back to the comment as it exists on my site. But an echo of that comment has shown up on Aaron's site as well. So you have these distributed conversations all over the web. I always own the comments I make elsewhere, but Aaron, on his post, also has a copy of that comment, so you can see the full conversation. It doesn't just work, though, for indie websites. Here's Twitter. So here's Erin Jo Ritchie. She's my co-founder on Known. She's saying she got sunburnt at work today. That's probably the first and last time that will ever happen. Sadly, that's probably not the case. So what I'm going to do is respond, and you'll see here it's already worked out. It's a Twitter post. It's added her Twitter nick at the beginning of the message here, so it knows that I'm replying. And I'm just going to say, hopefully that's true. Let's be optimistic here, right? And it's a Twitter reply, so I'm going to make sure it goes to Twitter. I hit save. And again, it's on my site. I own the primary copy, but over here on Twitter, there's a copy there too. So I'm actually able to have a conversation with Erin on her Twitter stream, and that's great. That's it means that I can have full conversations on all of these sites. I don't lose any functionality by owning my content on my indie website. That's great. So this is actually Erin's known page. So I just wanted you to see it, really. You'll see that her theme, she's slightly changed the theme. It's a little bit different to mine. And you're able to choose the template completely in Known. And we're going to be, over time, adding template galleries, plugin galleries. It's a fully extensible system. So if you are a developer, you can actually add all kinds of functionality. All of these content types that you see at the top of my page, all of those are plugins. You can add anything you like to Known. If you're not a developer, that's cool too. Look, there's lots of content types that come out of the box, and there's going to be a full, you're going to have the ability to add more over time as well. So that's not something you need to worry about. The system is fully flexible for you. So Erin's page is great. We also have another one. We've actually been going on some hikes together, and we've got a Known site that's just set up for the adventures that we have. And here she's got an event, the Sweeney Ridge Trail, and check out the March wildflowers. So that's great. We're going to pretend it's still March here. I got to tell you, I'm giving you this demo in May, but shh. This is for demo purposes only. It is March. I'm going to click on that share button again, and it's automatically looked at the page. It's realizing it's an event, and I can RSVP. So I'm going to say, yeah, I'm in. I love flowers. And I hit save. Again, I'm not syndicating to Twitter or Facebook this time. And you'll see on the main page, it's RSVP'd, yes, I am going to this event. And you can click through from this event to my own page, and there you'll see, my original RSVP. So it's an extensible system designed to allow you or a group to have your own space that you control, where you post all of your content, but you can still reach people wherever they are on the web. What's really cool about that as well is that, it doesn't have to just be for you, it can be for a group. And of course on the Indie Box, what's awesome is that you can actually, keep it internally to your house, to your office, so you don't have to share it with the web at all if you don't want to. Again, Known is going to have privacy as well, so you are going to be able to choose to lock it down and only allow certain people to see your Known content. So if you want to share content, let's say with your family, that's going to be perfectly possible too, without having to publish everything to the world. So that's a little bit of an overview. We're going to be, this is the version that's going to show up on the Indie Box right now, but we're actively developing Known. You can find out more about us at withknown.com. And, the Indie Box owners are probably going to be among the first people to have a copy of Known, but you're going to be able to check this out very, very quickly regardless. So thanks very much for listening, and, I'm looking forward to hearing from you, and I'm looking forward to the release of Johannes's awesome Indie Box.